heard Otto barking at his lot earlier. Sound happy.
Don't mind me. Just taking a quick breather, ain't I?
We can keep running. Or we can walk through this door.
This place is getting more crowded by the day.
I tell myself the bustle's a blessing. There'll be time enough for quiet contemplation when I'm dead. So, did you find the answers you were looking for?
I still don't know what to make of this gift, curse, or whatever it is I've been given. But there is one thing I can say for certain. I am a dominant, Ifrit. And there is nothing I can do to change that. It is a burden I must bear until my dying day.
Spoken true. Forgiveness, and in turn salvation, can only begin with acceptance. It's a path we all must walk, no matter how colourful our histories.
Sid, you once told me that you wanted to build a place where people could die on their own terms.
I did.
I've been thinking about that. Why not a place where people can live on their own terms? For 13 years, killing was all I knew. So obsessed with death that I never stopped to consider the lives of those around me. Lives that I see now were scarcely worth living. Be they bearers or beggars, most march blindly to their end, never realizing that they too deserve a choice. And I dare not turn a blind eye to their suffering any longer.
So, atonement then, is it?
That was the answer we found.
The only one we need.
I'll be expecting you both to pull your weight.
And we will.
Well then, with a sprinkle of fire and ice, this plan of mine might just work.
What trouble are you looking to get yourself into now?
The best kind. We're going to sneak into the Imperial capital and pay a visit to Mother.
And the last of our farmholds in the eastern provinces has succumbed to the blight.
Without their yield, we will be hard-pressed to fill the capital's granaries before winter.
If there is a capital by then, the black creeps closer as we speak.
And yet you do naught but bawl and bluster.
Your Radiance?
If it is fertile land the Empire requires, we need but look south.
If you mean the crystalline Dominion's holdings, we are bound by mutual accord. Theirs is a neutral state whose borders we are sworn to respect.
Gentlemen, did we swear to see our people starve?
Well, I really do think
The gates of Oriflamme buckle at the flood of those come seeking refuge from the Blight. If there is not grain enough to feed those within our walls, how, pray tell, will we feed those without? But instead of setting your minds to riddles such as these, you lock horns with an enemy from across the sea, sending our soldiers to the slaughter in their thousands. The Empire bleeds, and you sit here prattling like crones in a tea house. And you fancy yourselves leaders of men. Sandbreck is naught without her citizens. We are but their servants. If their land is being wrested away, it is our duty to claim new lands for them.
Your Radiance! You cannot mean a war of conquest.
That is exactly what I mean. It is time we expanded our dominion. This is the will of Great Grieger.
There will be uproar. Then we must find a way to distract the citizenry. But how much will that cost? And what of our legions? Shall we raise the thirds?
Well, someone will have to contend with the Dalmex.
I will not keep you. You all have much to do. Where is my son?
The Lord Prince is currently garrisoned at the Strait of Author. If it please you, I can send word requesting his immediate return to the Holy Capital.
That won't be necessary. Tell him instead to see to his wounds. Bahamut's strength will be needed again soon.
As you command.
I must have misheard. You mean to tell me that the Mother Crystals are the reason the world is dying? Are you mad?
I have been called that on occasion, but no, not today. We've all seen it firsthand. Empty wastes where once were green meadows. Land drained so dry of its ether, not even the rats remained. But where was it all going? I spent years searching for an answer, until I saw it standing right in front of me. There, in the self-same crystals we look to for their so-called blessing. All right, listen. Take this crystal. How does it allow us to conjure magics? Answer, by drawing ambient ether from the air. And where do these crystals come from?
That's easy. They're mine from the Mother Crystals.
They're one and the same. Although admittedly this here fits more easily in the pocket.
But the Mother Crystals are massive. Some as large as mountains.
So you see the problem. Imagine just how much ether can be drawn by something that size. As to where it's all going, mind, well, I can't know everything, can I?
We are taught that the Mother Crystals are divine. Their ether a gift from the heavens. For centuries, nations have fought and fallen for want of that gift. If what you say is true, how did no one else see it?
Who says they didn't? Maybe the truth was inconvenient.
Inconvenient to whom, exactly?
The higher-ups? The gods themselves?
So now you want to do something about the crystals? And what? We're not helping bearers and dominants anymore.
I didn't say that. I made a promise and I intend to keep it. But if we continue down this path, there's only one fate that awaits the realm. And we can't very well set our people free if they're all lying dead in a blighted ditch. Not if we want to create a place where they can live on their own terms anyway. sort of defeats the purpose. So, if we have to bring the old world crashing down in order to build us a new one, what say you? Are you with me?
I suppose it's about time I repaid your faith.
You could have just said aye. But it's nice to have you aboard all the same.
What have I got myself into? I'm going to need more than a few potions for this.
Don't mind me. Just taking a quick breather, ain't I?
Wanted to send a message. You've lost a letter. Nothing too important, I hope.
Not just a letter. I lost everything. There's a hole in my damn pack and fool that I...
It can't be that bad, surely.
How could it be nothing, that's what. I buggered it right up. That means no herbs for the infirmary. Worst of all, that letter I lost?
Maybe if you retrace your steps.
I'd scour Storm from Kotno.
Fine.
Are you serious?
It sounds like the hideaway could...
Gotan's bales, perhaps? I took a tumble in the bushes when I was passing through. There's a chance my pack might have... If you can find everything I dropped, you'll be doing us all of... And if you can find Sid's letter, you'll be...
If it's there...
Wonderful. Now, I have to run if I'm to make my next delivery. I trust you can find your way.
I'm sure he doesn't. Unless it won't last very long out in the end. The courier said his pack might have split while he was passing through the bales. I better keep my eyes open. Good. Looks like I'm in the right area. More of the lost supplies. I doubt he could have fit much more in his pack. Still no sign of Sid's letter, though. We've come this far. Might as well ask around.
A little overdressed to be picking grapes, aren't you? Are you here for Master Quentin?
I'm looking for a letter someone dropped nearby. And I suppose you've seen it.
Can't say I have, sorry.
Well, if you do...
Wait, I did pass a dog with something in its mouth a little while back. Could have been a piece of... No idea if it was your letter, but you know...
Which way did it go?
Towards Lost Wing? Seemed well looked after to me.
To the village, then.
Back, are you? Did Master Quentin summon you? The shad's all salted and smoked. But it'll be an age before the stink's gone.
A whole day on the line and they're still not dry.
It seems we have our culprit. Sorry, boy. Someone's waiting for this. He's waited long enough already. Hopefully this will keep our courier out of trouble.
But what'll we do for supper?
But how did the grocer know his daughter had been stealing?
That'll be enough for today.
To see the lad.
Yeah, but purple and barrel of shad.
I heard Otto barking at his lot earlier. Didn't sound happy.
Maybe I should just own it. There you are. I just got back to the hideout.
Found the things you only a little worse for wear.
No, but all thanks to you. Losing those supplies was one thing, but if Sid had found out about that...
Is it about Cursebreaker business?
If only. It's from his daughter. She's off studying and...
He never mentioned it.
Oh, he's a bit... So I'd say you did us both. If there's anything you're wanting from Sid, today's the day. He'll be sweet as honey once he gets his hands on this.
He's never listened. Where are you, Randall?
Is everything all right?
Forgive me, young man. I was in a world of my own. I'm worried about my friend, you see. He left some time ago and hasn't returned. And you know what it's like.
Why leave the safety of the hideaway?
For coin. Sad though it is, our need outweighs the risk. The hideaway can't survive on goodwill alone. And though Karen does what she can, her coffers aren't bottomless. Wait, you were a soldier, were you not? In the Imperial Army?
I was.
Then I ask a favour of you. I'm too old to be traipsing hither and yon. Will you go and find him for me?
I'll do what I can.
Oh, thank you.
What can you tell me about your friend?
His name is Randall, and I suspect you'll find him in Lost Wing. He's been working for Quinton, the tavern.
I'll speak to him.
Safe travel.
You're that soldier who chased off the royalists.
I want you to know that you'll always be welcome among us.
That'll be enough. But how did the grocer know his daughter had been stealing up to the vineyard to see them?
You haven't much, but you're free to look. I hope it's to your liking. I trust it's all here.
Sun's setting fast. They'll all be back from the vineyard soon.
Ah, if it isn't Sid's young protege.
I'm looking for a bearer called Randall. He was expected back at the hideaway some time ago.
Randall, you say? The porter? Yes, I know him. And I can't say I'm surprised if he has been to... Though, thinking about it,
I'll go and look for him.
He was to meet an associate of mine to the south of here, on... I do hope nothing's happened to...
How many have I had?
Can I have another cup, Daddy?
You all right?
The hanged man. Thank the gods. You're one of us. We were attacked. Beastmen on the road. Randall knew he didn't play the hero, but... reckless sod insisted on...
Where did this happen?
Further down the road. In the clearing. Please. You have to see that he's safe.
I'll do what I can. You go back to Lost Wing and tell Quentin what happened. Goblins. Why am I not surprised? Not this time.
Sorry, Randall. Looks like I was too late. He doesn't deserve to rot by the roadside. I'll speak to Quentin.
But how did the grocer know his daughter had been stealing up to the vineyard to see the lad?
Ah, there you are. My man told me what happened, and I can't help. Damn it.
He's not far from the south gate. I trust...
Of course. I'll send someone right away. I knew he was brave, though I didn't know he was reckless.
And you known him long?
A while. I liked the fact that he didn't...
Because it helped keep the hide...
I'll tell Sid what happened here. And I suppose you're none too...
Can I have another cup, Daddy?
Sun's setting fast. They'll all be back from the vineyards.
I better go and give that stew a stir.
So what God's forsaking?
Oriflamme.
The holy capital. You're rubbing me blind, you know. Speaking of Oriflamme, if you ask me, summat foul's brew. Just...
All right.
Well? What do you want? No scratches, right? That it? Fine.
I heard Otto barking at his lot earlier.
Clive, was it?
Take a seat, Clive.
So you're really going through with it? Sid's been talking about bringing down a mother crystal since I've known him. But that's all it's ever been.
He's convinced it's the right thing to do. We'll be leaving for the capital shortly.
Well, you couldn't have picked a better moment. Seems the hiding the royalists gave him wasn't enough to dampen his legions are on the march again.
Another war.
All as the great Grieger wills it. Still, might work to with a fair wind behind them. A handful of like-minded ne'er-do-wells could melt into the back alleys of Oriflamme. No trouble. Is make
the checkpoint.
That's right. Anyone travelling in or out of Oriflamme has to go through Northreach. Lucky for you, I might just know of it.
Yes.
Well, and it's the dame who'll see you safely through Northreach. I'll say we go way back.
That's good of you, but who is this dame, and where will I find?
She's the proud proprietress of Northreach, and she's quite a woman, if you know what I mean.
A woman?
Don't go blinding her with your charm now, lad. I'll be expecting a full report.
I suppose that's everything. Now to find Gav.
Done for.
What are you after? Take care out there, eh?
I've seen your face before. You're a friend of Martha's. Help us, I beg.
Help you with what?
Bandits in the Golden Stables. They're waving their swords around. When I saw what was happening, I slipped out the back. I should have stayed, but...
All right. I'll see to your problem.
Thank you.
How many were there?
I was out of the door too fast to count. They looked a nasty bunch, though.
Ha! Golden Stable's my ass. All Martha's hiding back here is coppers. Huh? Oh, that's a fine sword, friend. Heavy, though, I expect. What say we relieve you of it? Get him, lads. I want that blade.
Let's get this over with.
Don't let them get away.
I'll be keeping my blade, thank you.
There he is! The hero of the Golden Stables!
People will think twice about pushing us around again, thanks to you. We're lucky you were nearby. No good cowards wouldn't have dared set foot in the place.
But you weren't. I thought you told...
The Blood Axes keep an eye on it when they're not busy. The Empire might be in charge.
I see. Then you do Rosaria a great service.
Just as you did today. You're a useful man to have around. Here.
And there'll be a mug of something tasty waiting for you whenever you next stop by.
Right, we've got work to do for to make this place presentable. You best be going before I arm you with a mop.
There he is, the man of the hour.
After it!
Ah, you're Sid's man, if I'm not mistaken. Couldn't trouble you for some assistance, could I?
That depends. What do you need?
Some new bearers from Oriflamme just arrived, and it cost Master Quinton a pretty penny to convince their owner to part with them. Man must have been a bloody tyrant. Can't get a peep out of them, try as I might.
They're probably terrified of you.
You're probably right. Dare say it'd take a bearer like yourself to open them up. So, will you have a word with them? Help them settle in?
I can try.
That'll do me. Tell them this.
I'll let them know.
Appreciate.
So you're the new arrivals. Is there anything I can get you? You're safe here. They don't punish people like us for speaking our minds.
Truly. I'm hungry. My sister too, we're starving.
Wait here. I'll fetch you something from the tavern.
Thank you.
I won't be long. You stay here and rest.
But how did the grocer know his daughter had been stealing up to the vineyard to see the lad?
Can I have another cup, Daddy?
How many for me?
I'll have 2 plates of whatever you're serving.
Sorry. We've enough mouths of our own to feed without tending to the wants of outsiders.
It's not for me. It's for some new arrivals.
Oh, my apologies. I didn't see the mark. So you're a comrade? Well, in that case, you may have whatever you require. Take all the bread and wine you want.
That's really all it takes. One look at the innkeeper's mark.
Of course it is. I do as Master Quinton commands, as do we all. And Master Quinton commands that none of his favoured guests be left wanting. Well, don't keep our new comrades waiting. Take what you need and see that they eat. You'll find bread and wine on the counter. If you need more...
Bread and wine. Hopefully this will be enough.
That'll be enough for today.
Don't tell me. Turning for some.
Brother, did you...
Yeah. Bread and wine from the tavern.
May we? Truly? Such plenty. Never in all my days.
Brother, this place is like a dream. We sat and no one shouted. We ate and more was offered.
I know. I can't believe it.
You're free now.
Thank you.
What happens to us?
Master Quinton will never... Wait, that's... If you're a friend of Master Quinton's...
And you need someone to solve your...
I do indeed. I suppose the smell's got 'em. I tried, and if I don't bring those grapes in for press... You look like you can handle that, please.
All right.
Oh...
That must be the vineyard. A few wasps shouldn't give me too much trouble. Excellent. Another fight.
Get him, boy!
Looks like that was the last of them. I'd better let Quinton's man know.
But how did the grocer know his daughter had been stealing off to the vineyard to see the lad?
Those wasps won't be interfering with your harvest anymore.
Oh, thank you. I'll go to Androuge, fetch a vineyard.
Well,
I'll see.
Well, 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 someone's in a hurry.
Just following orders.
Funny, I never took you for the type.
Can't all be as obedient as you, Gav.
Eh?
Fine day for a little mischief, wouldn't you say?
Is this all of us?
Actually, Gav won't be coming.
Just the three of us, then?
Drake's Head is the keystone of the Empire. Oriflamme's in chaos, yes, but that doesn't mean we can march an army through her gates. The fewer our numbers, the better our chances of going unnoticed. And should that plan fail, well, we have our Eikons to fall back on.
Sid, I don't know if I can. Ifrit still seems to come and go as he pleases.
Ordinarily, priming an Eikon comes naturally to a dominance. But then, you are no ordinary dominance.
Well, he's still got the blessing of the Phoenix, doesn't he?
Not to mention what he sucked out of Garuda. And did I ever tell you about how he was once the greatest shield in Rosaria? You know, I reckon he could probably cut us a path out of the capital on his own if need be.
Let's try not to find out.
We're less likely to be spotted if we travel separately. I'll meet you in Northreach in a few days. You two behave now.
So, we're meeting in Northreach. But will I find Sid and Jill before this dame finds me?
But how did the grocer know his daughter had been stealing up to the vineyard to see the lad? Sun's setting fast. They'll all be back from the vineyard soon. Is it safe to ride to Northreach now?
I wouldn't say safe.
You like that, don't you? Excellent. Another fight. Give all you've got, boy. There. Northreach.
The soldiers used to speak of a brothel, but that was north of the checkpoint. I hope the dame has friends in the south.
How much for this one?
We've the right to confiscate any objects from
You
the
there!
walkthrough.
Fancy a drop of the Empire's finest? The fruit's not getting any fresher.
Welcome. Come back again. You say these are all from Dalmatia?
A moment, my lady.
A moment? I doubt you could afford even that much of my time. Branded.
My mistake.
No, mine. Upon reflection, you don't have the scent of a branded about you. The flowers. Otto always did know how to please me. More than Sid ever did anyway. Do you think you could please me, Clive?
You're the dame.
Let us leave such impersonal titles to my less preferred clientele. You can call me Isabel. Otto assured me I could trust you. I can trust you, can't I?
You can trust me, yes, but why would you?
Help you? Because that's what we do. Long ago, Sid did me a kindness when no one else would. I have never forgotten that. Without it, I would not be where I am today. And so, I make it a point to do the same whenever possible. Which brings us here. To the final obstacle between you and whatever it is you seek in the holy capital. I fear the guards are not likely to let a masterless bearer pass unmolested. Unless...
Unless...
Unless, of course, his master deigned to appear. Yes, that will do nicely. But... I shall expect a favor in return.
Wait, what? What the hell are you doing?
Tut-tut. We cannot have people thinking I tolerate disobedience from my branded.
The men who gave me this are no more my masters than you are. But... it's not as if I can hide it.
From the moment you acquired it, that brand has done naught but take. But today, it is going to give you exactly what you want. Just play along.
Madame, back to the Vale already?
But of course, we must make ready to welcome you, my dear.
And who might this be?
Why, my new escort. The streets aren't safe for a girl, what with all the royalists about.
Well, don't work him too hard.
Well, that rather depends on you now, doesn't it? I'll see you all at sunset.
Oi, hold up. Another fucking branded. Well, you're lucky you're with the dame. Now get out of my sight, filth.
That wasn't so bad.
Wasn't so bad. They might have recognized me.
But they didn't. And even if they had, they wouldn't have done anything about it. The gentlemen of the garrison are some of my best customers. We have an arrangement, as do you and I. Now, if you'd care to follow me, we can speak more at the Vale.
Doesn't seem like I have much of a choice.
And if anyone requests her company, tell them she is feeling unwell.
Madame, you look stunning.
As do you, my dear.
Shall I have one of the girls draw a bath?
That won't be necessary. Clive, my darling. Welcome to the Vale.
Thank you for seeing me through the gates, my lady.
Well, that was the whole point, wasn't it? Whatever wound.
If
you mean Sid and the girl, yes. Otto asked me to... But to answer your question, I need you to find someone for me. Tatienne has been gone for several days now, having left no word of explanation. And I've begun to fear the worst.
I feel as if I've spent my whole life searching for people. No, I can't say I'm any good at it.
I trust you'll do your best. Oh, and take this. proof of that trust, and hopefully enough to keep prying eyes from looking too closely at that hand. Now, I have matters to attend to at the Iron Flagon. If you find anything, ask for me there.
I should probably start here.
I haven't seen you around the Vale of late. Oh, don't tell me you've grown tired of us.
Excuse me, you there? I cannot help but note. Might I trouble you for...
And who exactly would I...
Oh, forgive me. I have business, and who better than someone... Would you be willing to help a
Why not?
Marvelous. The task is simple enough. Pass through the gate and deliver packages to a few of my most valued clients. There are 3 in total.
Nothing dangerous, I hope.
Oh, I have... And strongly.
No one's allowed through the gate until all packs...
However do they get that colour?
There's nothing here for your kind, Branded. Go on now, shoot.
I have a delivery from Etienne. Fresh from the master's table.
Why didn't you Sorry about that. Here.
Perfume.
Oriflamme.
I have no... Well, I have business. I do not know you. Somewhere the gate guards won't be paying him. Fine. Hand over... I can always...
You will do had you been payment.
Cigars. Those...
It all smells so delightful.
I warn you now.
Etienne's...
Didn't know it.
That is no burden. And
All this for a drink.
not just any drink. The very best. Specially distilled for my most discerning customers. If Etienne likes it, tell him there's more where that came from.
Of course. Perfume, cigars, and spirits. Those expensive tastes. The question is, how can they afford to maintain them? I suppose there's only one way to find out.
My cousin in the capital said they lost one of the wolves to an
Word is that the legions are readying to march again.
Ah, you have returned.
I believe these are yours.
Delightful. The Dame will.
You don't say.
You mean the crystals? No need to be coy, my boy.
Why not just tell me in the first place?
An honest man, after all. And if you... Despite the risk...
I didn't realize crystals were so...
As scarce as...
I think you'll do...
Yeah, a reward for... I thank you. as will our mutual friend when she hears.
The markets are a very...
Ugh, need not remind me. They're incessant.
Sergeant's got it in for us two. Where's your commanding officer, Branded? Don't you know the training grounds are for real soldiers?
Hey, you lost or something? Sorry, but the Imperial Guard's got no use for your kind.
I'm just passing through.
I don't bloody believe it. The bastards went...
That'll be why he's strutting about like he owns...
The Dane laughed when we offered her our protection.
How about it?
I'd rather not.
Oh, no, Dad.
Fine.
Oh, take a moment. Now...
If that's what you want.
Cocky bastard. All right, let's be having you. Oh, and when you go crying to your mistress, tell her it was Leon who gave you the pounding. Use all the dirty tricks you want, Brandon. All right, so you know one end of a blade from the other. Fuck me.
What the hell are you playing at, Leon? So it's a real challenge he wants, is it? Fine. Sword up, bearer. Let's have some fun, shall we? How the bearer win the Dane's favour anyway?
I know when to hold my tongue for
You got potential. I'll give you that.
Can I go now?
Kriegers, get... Yeah, not after the...
I'll leave you to...
Yeah.
Do us a...
The Emperor's finest, thrashed by a friend.
Heard the bones fell favourably. To the Vale, then, is it? I don't know how... Can I trust you to be... About as I... Or... He's not going to end which...
Fine.
Oh, thank you. Here. What food I can provide goes 3 bearers.
It's no wonder...
Tragic. Be discreet.
You won't be
I'm afraid not.
Crystal's curse is bad enough. We can't let people starve as well. I have something for you.
From the Chamberlain. You need to...
Branded! Who told you to arrest? Stotos... And you! If you've got a message for me, out with it. It's not been half a moon since then.
Are you waiting for it to heal?
Looks like now's not the time. You look like you need a rest.
Not half as much as I need. I don't eat it here.
Has it always been this bad?
Oh, it was worse before the Chamberlain. I'd be dead without him. Me and many others.
That's something at least.
You'll work faster next time if you know what's good for you.
Here. It looks like you need it.
The Chamberlain must have sent you, but alas, my work is far from over.
You need to rest.
But I won't.
And what of your own hurt?
And wait.
A drover has more regard for his cattle than the Empire does its bearers. Anyway, I'd better head to the Vale.
That bastard.
All right.
Business, though not my own.
Ah, just as well.
So he really is
There was a time when he was one of the only people round him.
rare for one in his...
A fact not wasted on the... My sisters and I may have lost an uncle.
Glad to hear it.
Gives you faith, though, doesn't it? It's no wonder the dame's got...
You wear the dame's brooch. She must trust you.
Enough to have me look for one of your colleagues.
She's still missing then. Oh, if only.
You saw her before?
The day before. She'd lost her comb. It wasn't anything fancy, but you could see Tatienne was an orphan.
So she was upset.
And I didn't lend him. Tatienne shared a room. Her chambermaid may have seen something. She's over there, sitting by the pond.
Thank you. Let's see what her chambermaid can tell us then.
So you're the new S, and you've already been sent off on an errand, eh?
Did she say anything to you?
Before she went missing. Only that she needed to meet with someone. She did mention a name.
You do?
Lad from the garrison followed her around. She thought about saying,
This man from the garrison.
of course I did.
You've been...
Don't let him get away with...
A man from the garrison. Seems a trip to the barracks is in order.
Well then, I suppose you'll need a little something to remember me by.
Did one of them get on this side of the gate.
Another one of the dame's pets. Why must she?
Heard the bones fell favourably.
I'm looking for a man with a scar over his eye.
Looking for a man? Hold your tongue. He wears the dame's brooch.
There's only one.
On account of him being...
The dame thanks you. Moore is the last village on the road to Oriflamme. I should let Isabel know where I'm headed.
Fools there nigh on every night.
Clive, tell me you bear good.
That remains to be seen.
Oh,
This Yannick, according to them, he claimed to have some business with a merchant there.
and you plan.
Isn't that-
Oh, you'll find they have little love for bearers, and they will not hesitate to report one such as you to the constabulary. There is a man in Moore who owes. His name is Bertrand, and
I shall return as soon.
That's the day done then.
How about the fate?
However do they get that colour?
Are you gonna buy something? The fruit's not in it.
That's the day done then.
How about the fate?
Oriflamme, how many bearers suffer to keep your granaries full?
That's enough for today, Branded.
Susie, I let her out of her pen while I did my chores. I think she's lost.
I can't promise I'll find her, but
She's being... She like... Oh,
in that case... That's a lot of field to search. With a little luck, someone might have seen her. You work...
Why should
Because of
Last, that girl's...
the windmill.
Off with you now. I won't have idle branded underfoot.
Chloe? More brown than white. You're not Chloe, are you, girl? Is that... someone napping on the job? I hope they don't mind the interrupt. The crystal's curse.
Chloe, I was calling you. Didn't you hear me?
What?
Get up now. You've slept long enough, Chloe. You knew you were my favorite. It could be months before Dad...
Is that all she...
She's not dead.
That? The crystal's curse? That's just how and now she's gone forever.
No.
It's true.
Dad said... There...
They do. But you became Chloe.
I...
Up, the lot of you. There's still work to be done.
You heard me.
Shift your off.
You, Branded, here, now. You're late. What kept you?
Late for what?
Did they tell... Well... My, he's over that way.
For someone whose son's in mortal danger, he didn't seem all that worried. Something's not right here. I need to be careful.
The wolf! It's going to eat me!
Not if I can help it. Stay back. I'll deal with this.
Stay down!
No! You weren't supposed to kill Wolfie. You were supposed to die. Father will have you whipped for this. Bearers aren't supposed to win. They never win.
What is this? Your father said you were being attacked.
You're not supposed to talk. Stop looking at me like that. We were only having fun.
Having fun?
Why are you still speaking? Father will hear of this.
The wolf's work, no doubt. But it's not the wolf that's to blame. Someone...
You, Brandy, come here, this... How dare you frighten my son? You slaughter his poor pet, and then have the gall to return, head held high. That you are the entertainment, nothing more. And we are most certain...
Nor am I. You'll pay for what you've done.
See? I told you, he talks too much. It's not right. I don't like him, Father.
You're not the Branded I bought, are you? How dare you deceive me? Well, the sins of the slave are the sins of the master. Go, summon the unlucky wretch you answer to.
That unlucky wretch would be the dame. I can summon her if you like. Though I doubt she would welcome the interruption.
You serve the dame. Why would a woman of her caliber...
You look afraid. Well, how do you think those bearers in the field felt? Can you imagine their fear? From the look of you, I'd say you're starting to get...
Father, he's scaring me.
You think to...
Can't we just buy another hound? A bigger one, a better one.
Of course, ma.
I'm wasting my time. But I can't just leave those bearers lying out there. They deserve a proper burial. That much I can do at least. How many bearers have lost their lives to this nobleman's sport?
More victims of the... You must be Clive.
How do you know my name?
The dame. I'm in her service. Never get...
Is that what you...
The mistress has... Since you're here.
Gladly.
May their burden finally be lifted. I take it you slew the noble...
I did. How can they think so?
Simple. Because you, there is a tool still.
Is this your doing?
Of course not. Wolves kill. Same with bear realms, less too much. Here.
You don't have to.
Take it. Till then.
Had another branded drop in the field yesterday.
If the people of Moor are as intolerant as Isabel says, it's no wonder the Empire never sent my unit here.
Buy, sell, or good riddance.
Weren't expecting any new branded until the new moon.
Are you Bertrand? The dame sent me.
Sounds about right. Only time I hear from her is when she wants something. Well, go on then. What is it?
One of her courtesans has gone missing, and I need to find her. A soldier who may have information on her whereabouts is rumored to have come here to meet with a trader.
Many traders stop to peddle it, but only one.
Is he still here?
The trader? Oh, yeah. If you seek him out, fact is, folks round, and that's even with the dames.
Understood.
If even a grain is missing, the collectors are way out of the mine. What's this? A branded? Where's your master? Must I call for the constable?
I come to you from Northreach, at the behest of the dame.
Why, of course I have. I am the good... what is...
Rumor has it you were seen arguing with a soldier.
Yes, he had a... But old though it was, an antique. I stood firm, however, and for all his bluster, he still purchased a new comb. Albeit...
And do you know where he went after?
My customers aren't usually in the habit of...
My thanks.
Not at all. I would do... be sure...
It smells of death here, Torgul. Wolves. We can't let them get any closer to the village. Damn it all. Bodies. A man and a woman. Well, the wolves have been busy. But the blood is long dry. So it is you, Tatien.
If that's true, then the body next to hers will be Yannick's. The girl Yannick went off to sea every night. He said her name was Tatien.
You? Did you follow me?
Now, why would I do that? Unless you think I'd have good reason to, by the looks of things.
We both found who we were searching for.
Yeah, he was a jealous sod. Couldn't stand them. One day he sees her with a new... We know it's all talk.
If you mean this comb...
He might not be rotting on a hill.
I think he meant to ask her.
Wed? Where would they have gone? And we all know what... Tell the dame when the lads come to collect...
Is that wise?
Oh, there won't be any... Speaking of which, could you tell her what happened?
I need to tell Isabel. Perhaps the comb will give her something to remember Tatien by.
If it was a message that needed delivering, I could have seen to it, milady.
Of course you could. had it not been personal. You are still in one piece, I see. You will be pleased. They said they would...
Thank you, but I was on my way to see you.
You... I see. My dear Tatien. It is by no means uncommon for a client to fall for a courtesan. Especially a client who's young and far from home. But rarely do such tales have happy endings.
I found this with Tatien. I believe it was yours.
Thank you for returning it. I shall see that it has a place on her pyre.
I should go.
Before you do, I have one last gift. A token of my thanks. The veil counts among its, according to one of the lucid.
Not to mention the same.
But that couldn't possibly be true.
I will.
Weren't expecting any new branded until the new moon. You don't think he's a deserter, do you?
Any trouble on the way?
None worth mentioning.
As I was telling Jill, it's worse than I thought. The capital's crawling with soldiers.
And here I am, the deserter come home.
Which is why we'll be taking the back door. Cheer up, you two. Can't think of a safer place in the Empire than a... brothel.
Really? Doesn't seem very private.
So then, how do we proceed?
We'll be using the glass gate. Tonight, just after sunset.
Where the shards are loaded for transport. That is one of the most heavily guarded points in all of Sambrek.
But not the most, which is a start. Besides, I know a shortcut straight to the heart.
A shortcut? And how exactly did you come to know about this fatal chink in the Empire's armor?
Let's just say I may have attempted something similar before. And may have ended up running for dear life after being discovered by Bahamut, but that's not important.
Sid, if the Mother Crystals truly are the cause of the Blight...
If? You wound me, Jill.
What I'm trying to say is, if the powers that be know all of this, why do they sit idle and allow it to continue?
In case you haven't noticed, the God-fearing people of this realm and their pious leaders care for but one thing, themselves. And they'll do whatever it takes to hold on to power. The rest of us are just a means to an end. The moment you raise your voice against them, you're decried as an outlaw, clapped in irons and slung in a cell to rot.
An outlaw.
Whoever controls the crystals controls the realm. But our kind can wield magic without them. To our rulers, we must seem the most convenient of tools. And the most dangerous.
But what makes them think they have the right to use us? To leave us to die when our bodies are spent?
Does a nobleman weep for a broken mug? A torn tunic? Our fate means nothing to them. No, this isn't a battle you can win with words. Believe me, I've tried. Nothing ever gets through. The world is simply not ready to listen. So to hell with talking. If they won't give us a say, we'll decide our fates another way. You can't blame a man for wanting to bring an end to all this, can you?
I can't. But what of all the people you mean to rob of their comforts? Are you happy for them to call you outlaw?
Sid the Outlaw. Ah, that'll do me.
You might at least pretend to take this seriously.
Have a little faith, Jill. Even if you don't think much of my choice of digs. If it means my deeds will be remembered, I'll gladly play the role of villain. But first, we have a gate to crash. And once we're in, there'll be no turning back. So you best make ready. The world won't save itself.
There are not nearly enough men here.
Then it's fortunate the city guard doesn't take sentry assignment as seriously as you do. This bodes well.
That'll be a first. This may not be such a terrible plan after all.
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
Only that your last secret shortcut was nowhere near as secret as you claimed.
Yeah, but that's half the fun of it. Life's too short for perfect plans. You want a plan that'll keep you on your toes, stop you growing old and complacent.
Worked for you, has it?
Clive, my boy, even life's smallest challenges offer the opportunity to grow and to change. You must embrace these moments. Allow them to suffuse your heart with a deep sense of fulfillment.
Narrowly escaping death at the hands of an enemy is not my idea of fulfillment.
Something wrong?
Not at all. Just wondering if the two of you had finished.
Right. We make for the Mother Crystal's heart as planned. Destroy it, and the whole thing should come tumbling down.
And if the passage to the inner sanctum is guarded?
Then we embrace the moment and use it to grow and change. Come on, this way. Try to stay out of sight.
Obviously.
Don't worry, the passage is empty. All right, not quite empty. Let's get this over with.
One single man for reaching the sanctum, so shut your gob and keep your eyes open.
They're not from the garrison. I swear this passage used to be
The
secret.
enemy's upon us!
Of course it did. Perfect plans, Clive. Perfect plans.
Sick of trouble!
They never stood a chance.
You're welcome.
The main tunnel.
That would be my guess. There are sentries everywhere.
And all good things must come to an end. We might have a bit more company from now on.
Captain! To arms, men! Summon the cannoneer! At once! It's over!
I think this may be the moment I was talking about earlier.
What have we here? More insects come to be squashed? You will find my mortar and I only too happy to oblige.
You're a talker.
Then let's shut him up.
Wake winds!
Ether. It's ether.
Then we better make this quick.
My wounds, boy!
Not this time. Too slow. Not this time.
Get him, boy! There, boy! Keep your distance, boy!
Why won't you die?
Is he...
Oh, bollocks. He's gone Akashic.
Poor wretch.
Save your pity. We'll get none in return. There's nothing left of him but hatred and rage.
Let's end his torment.
Well done, children.
Too slow.
Wake wins!
Not this time. That'll help. Better already.
I'll never get used to that. Akashic or no, he was still a man. A man who drowned in ether.
It's no way for anyone to go.
Come on.
God, duty's a death sentence in this place. But Sylvester cares. deep of the blessing, my friends. Who said being a dominant doesn't have its benefits?
Sid, this is an ether flood.
There shouldn't be one here, should there? The workers couldn't survive this.
Well, it wasn't here last time, I can tell you that. Which means we need to be quick. The ether won't hurt us, but I'd rather not find out what it's done to everyone else.